Yo, ho, ho. Don Mafia, Miami Dolphins fans, New England Patriots fans, and New Jersey Jets fans. Welcome. Absolutely welcome to the first edition of the AFC East Roundtable during the regular season. I know a lot of us are very excited about this. I am very excited about it. We have the normal partners in crime backstage right over here. Look at this. Look at this, guys.
Yo!
Week one's here. We have some matchups to come around here, and we have a lot of questions going around, probably a lot of shit talk. I would say I'm probably most looking forward to the shit talk between TD and Tyson today. I feel like that's what I'm looking forward to the most to begin with. But what I did want to do is I want to go on ahead and I just want to go around the table, have everyone just give me their initial thoughts. What's going on with you? I'm sure everybody wants to hear it. Starting off with the man himself, master at work, meme god himself, Tyson. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Listen, y'all already know who this is. I want y'all to go check out my first video before I drop this week, the Dolphins Hate Week video. TD, I made him a little album cover with Drake. He didn't like it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I tried to hook him up, but man, y'all go check out that video. I'm going to drop another video tomorrow on the Dolphins about their fan base. I actually dropped into, Finside the NFL. Listen to that for a couple of hours. Going to chop that up after we beat the brakes off of them on Sunday when Machiavelli, Mac-10 start splattering the entire Dolphins defense. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all know who this is, man. We about to get this shit started. Let's go.
Dude, I love it. I absolutely love it. Richie, what is going on, man? What is going on with you?
What's good, Dan? What's good, boys? TD, Master, everybody in the chat, AFC East Roundtable. We are back. Season number 2 is officially underway for this AFC East Roundtable. I'm super excited. I'm also excited for the new era of New York Jets football. Everything is brand new with this team from top to bottom, and I'm super excited. You guys will see a completely different Richie throughout this entire season. You can guarantee that. Let's get right into it, boys.
And so at least till week 5, right, Rich?
Yeah, just wait.
My man.
Expectations are not that high, so it's hard. It's really hard for me to get that sad, guys. Trust me.
Yo. Sometimes that's all you need. TD Finstock.
Man, it's been nothing but great times, Dan. It just feels so good to start the season. Number 1 in the division. It's just a beautiful thing, man. But Tyson, you can make all the videos you want. You can make all the little funny things you want. It don't matter. Mac Jones is about to get destroyed on Sunday. And at the end of the day, you can continue to live behind that delusion. The Patriots are a thing of the past, bro. Get over it. You should get ahead of it. Get ahead of it, man. It'll do you some justice.
Oh, man. Listen, I have a feeling that this is about to be a great episode, specifically with the shit talking between Tyson and TD.
He ain't ready.
What? Oh, man. Well, Don Mafia, honestly, on my end, I am just absolutely stoked that week 1 is coming across. I'm feeling very optimistic about the Steelers coming up on week 1. But we're going to get into this detail right over here, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to do that. However, we do just need to hear a brief word from today's sponsor, and we will be right back. Oh, brother, Dan with another advertisement. And I'm willing to bet that he's getting paid for this too. You're damn right. You think this is? Well, luckily today's sponsor just so happens to be MyBookie, something that I am a regular user of. If you have no idea what MyBookie is, it is the #1 online sportsbook across the entire internet. It is my go-to place for any type of parlay, spread, money line, and over-under bets, and much, much more. This football season, if you are looking for an online sportsbook, look no further than MyBookie. And so what makes it better is that MyBookie is also hooking up the Don Mafia with matching your very first deposit up to $1,000 as long as you put in the code DM. So, like the letters DM. Used in a sentence would be, why is your mother in my DMs? So whatever you're doing, it's time to put your money where your mouth is. If you really know what you're talking about with football, you might as well make some money off it, and MyBookie is the place to do it. So whatever you're doing, hit that link in my description, and let's start making some money. Where's Tyson?
He got scared. He got scared. He in your DMs, bro. He in your DMs.
Oh, man. No. There he is. I think he's having some internet connection issues.
Now I'm stuck with this Dan logo on my screen. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Keep him here.
Yeah, for sure, man. Most definitely. I'm actually sort of grab a quick snap of that bad boy real fast. But all right, guys. Anyway, like I said, we have a lot of things that I would like to discuss. So now what I feel like is going to be the best way to start off is we all have some pretty, I would say, scary opponents from our own team's perspectives, right? And right before I end up getting into why we're looking at it from a positive light, I do really want to focus on your biggest concern going into the game. What are some roadblocks that you're looking into? And I want to start off with Richie, since he's actually traveling down to Charlotte to watch this game firsthand. Richie, during your game prep, during all of your research, what is the number one concern you have for the New York Jets going into Carolina in week 1?
So yeah, Dan, as you just said, I will be traveling down to Charlotte and be witnessing this game firsthand. And it's going to be a very fun game for me. And what's at stake for the Jets right now, or what I'm, the biggest thing that I'm concerned is this game has a little, pizzazz to it. It's an emotional game because why? The New York Jets are going up against their quarterback that they moved on from, and it is a battle between our ex and our new girlfriend. That's what it simply is. It's Sam Darnold versus Zach Wilson. Everybody around the NFL is going to be tuning into this game. It's not on prime time. It's at 1 o'clock. But even if you're not a Jets, even if you're not a Panthers fan, everyone's going to be interested to see what happens in this game because of the sole fact that Sam Darnold is going up against his former team in Zach Wilson. Sam Darnold talked to the media today. He had an opportunity to, throw the Jets organization under the bus saying, hey, are you going to blame the Jets organization? How come you played poorly? Was it the offensive line? Was it the weapons? And Sam took it to heart. He said, nah, I just did not play well, and it's all on me. And that's really, if Sam Darnold's personality was in a nutshell, that's really it. He never really wanted to point blame at anybody. But getting into the game plan and what I want to see from Zach Wilson, and basically what I'm worried about the most about this game is simply the fact that the Jets cornerbacks is very young. And the Jets are going full-blown rebuild right now in this cornerback room. Our most experienced corner, who is our CB number 1, is a second-year player who's a fifth-round pick last year. CB number 2, Robert Saleh didn't even name a CB number 2 yet because it's probably going to be a rookie that was drafted in the 6th round. So these corners are really young, and the Panthers' weapons on offense, like Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, Terrence Marshall, and most importantly, Christian McCaffrey, they have a lot of weapons. But I know you didn't ask us this question, Dan, so I'm assuming you will later on. But the one advantage the Jets have in this game is the Jets' defensive line against the Panthers' offensive line. Panthers' offensive line is not good. Jets' defensive line is very good. So they need to make sure they take full advantage of that. I am very worried about containing Christian McCaffrey, most importantly. But I like our chances in this game, but it definitely won't be easy.
Yeah, I mean, definitely great takes. We're going to reconnect here in a little bit because I do kind of want to ask about your plans on really trying to contain sort of McCaffrey. I mean, I definitely have a lot of questions on that, but I mean, let's go on ahead and just move on to the main show when it comes to the Dolphins versus the Pats. Okay. And then I'm going to go on ahead and just give TD the stage from now. TD. Okay. Let's step back. Let's be objective here. Okay. What is your biggest concern with the Patriots going into Sunday at 4 o'clock?
Biggest concern is, simply them trying to fight us. That's it. After we're blowing them out, it's real simple, man. We're not worried about Mac Jones. He's a rookie. He's a trash rookie, by the way. Listen, the kid is probably the 3rd best quarterback to come out of Alabama in the last few years. Outside of that, they got some issues on defense. Their secondary is a little weak right now with some injuries they're struggling with. Belichick is going to respect Tua. He's not going to send the blitzes and the pressure because he already knows what time it is, what's going to happen. And the only thing that they can hold their hat on and hope to do versus the Dolphins is run the ball. And we're going to be ready for it. And we're going to stop the run. And at the end of the day, man, the Patriots are fakers, man. I don't know why all these analysts on national television got them in the playoff hunt. It absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. They go get 2 nice tight ends. They don't have any receivers, by the way. The receivers are trash. They go get 2 nice tight ends. One of them's banged up. I mean, the whole team's a fraud, bro. The entire team is a legitimate fraud. Bill Belichick's time is over. It is Brian Flores' time. And it is what it is. Tyson can make all the videos he want to make. He can make all these little laughy, funny, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. Wack Jones
mad
is
that I've been
mad.
making you look like a fool since you got on YouTube.
Wack Jones is mad. I see you just switched out of that Wack Jones internet and you just switched over to Tua so we can see you clear now. That's what it is. So ain't nobody mad at you, man. At the end of the day, y'all
mad,
about
bro.
to go down. We about to dog y'all. Matter of fact, we gonna do it so disrespectful. I probably y'all might not even score, bro. You might not even score. Real talk. Like you might not score at all. And then I don't want to hear your mouth for the rest of the freaking season.
Why? Because it's week 1. It's week 1.
I don't want to hear your mouth for the rest of the season. When Wack Jones get thrown out the game, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, obviously,
Can I go?
definitely. Oh, yeah, of course. I need to give a rebuttal to you for sure. But I did just want to say, objectively, that nickname Wack Jones is pretty funny. I'm not.
That's right, Wack Jones, baby.
And so I got to give it to you, TD. It's pretty.
Tua turned the ball over.
Yeah,
he only.
No, it ain't you, Dan. Dan, it's not good because it's not good because he doesn't even turn the ball over. He had 5 picks last year. Come on, bro.
You played 9 games.
Come on.
He barely played.
Okay, put it in.
Are you gonna let me speak, bro? Or are you just gonna take the entire time?
Put it in relation to a 16-game season, and it's still good.
And so, Tyson, say your piece, my friend.
I told y'all been talking all this shit about Cam Newton's gonna be our starter. I told you that Mac Jones, Machiavelli, Mac 10, the Big Mac Daddy was going to start this game. Now, you notice how all the national pundits ain't picked the Miami Dolphins to win. There's probably like 2 analysts that picked y'all to win this game. Y'all are underdogs in this game with a second-year quarterback who couldn't even be named team captain, who wasn't even picked by his own peers, by Coach Flores, to lead y'all. He's not a leader, okay? And as far as Mac Jones go, like I said, he had the highest grade by Pro Football Focus of all quarterbacks in NFL history, including Patrick Mahomes. You want to know why everyone's pumping up our tires, why everyone's saying Mac Jones is the best quarterback out of this draft? Because he is. He is. And you Dolphins fans are so delusional. Y'all haven't won a playoff game since Jay Fiedler. 20 years. We have a sustained success of excellence. Since TD's been on YouTube, he has not seen his team play a playoff game. He has not seen his team win a playoff game. He hasn't even seen a franchise quarterback throw for more than 30 touchdowns in a season. Tua is trash. Okay, he's a bust. There's a reason why everyone's saying you should trade for Deshaun Watson, because your own fan base is split on who to trust. So you, TD, you can get on here with your fake bravado like you do every season, and after every season, you're going to be stuck where you always are, in the basement, on the couch, watching teams like the Patriots, teams like the Chiefs, teams like the Buffalo Bills fight for a Lombardi while you're fighting for a draft pick. And you're hoarding draft picks to figure out who's your next quarterback going to be. Y'all are trash. I'm going to destroy your fan base this week. And after Sunday, all that crap, insanity, everyone to TD, to Dougie so wrong. All y'all delusional ass Dolphins fans going to be exactly where you have been the last 20 years. Bottom, looking up at us, the 6-time Super Bowl champions. We ain't reigning AFC East champions, but we've won the division more times than you have ever. You haven't won a division since 2008, and that was the last time Brady tore his ACL. Mac Jones is the new Tom Brady. Mac Jones is the best quarterback in his division, and you can keep saying, "Oh, Mac Jones ain't gonna beat us." We're gonna slash that trash ass D-line that you got with Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson. We're going to throw it to the 2 tight ends, and Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. Your offensive line are nothing but turnstiles. What's your offensive line at? You can have the greatest secondary in the world, but if you ain't got a defensive line to stop the run, what good is that defense going to do? The last time we saw Tua turn the ball over 3 times against the Buffalo Bills, a chance to get you in the playoffs, and he choked. End of story. The rookie quarterback, the water boy, McCorkle, Mac 10 Jones, is going to splatter all your hopes and dreams. The end.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's the end, because you know why? I'm about to expose you here live on camera. I'm about to expose your delusional lying self. everybody who's been watching this show, don't forget, back in April, we did a draft show. And this same delusional lion, master at works clown sat there in front of all of you and said, as long as we don't get Wack Jones, watch, Belichick's going to screw up the draft. He better move up and get one of these top quarterbacks. Watch, if he ends up with Wack Jones, I am going to be pissed. And now all of a sudden, he ends up with Wack Jones, and he's better. He's the new Brady. Get out of here,
That's what
man.
I wanted you to think.
Y'all can hear he exposed. You are exposed. Talk about that's what I wanted you to think. No.
I got a question for you, TD.
You said it with your chest.
I got a question for you. I want you to answer one question.
Yeah,
Give me a prediction you have made since you've been on YouTube that's been correct about your Dolphins. Give me one prediction you've ever made.
You ready? I give you the best prediction. The Patriots suck. And they
see, right there. He doesn't have anything.
Give you the Patriots will suck every year, and I've been on point ever since.
All right. Listen, let me interject right here, boys. And I mean, me and Tyson were talking about this offline, but so our friend Florida Titan donated $5 to say, TD, Master at Work, make a bet right now, right here.
Man,
he ain't man enough to make a bet with me. He dodged me last season. You think he gonna make a bet with me with Tua as his quarterback? Hell no. I'll take any bet TD throws at me, but he ain't gonna want to make a bet.
He do them weird.
It took him a week to pay off Dan.
He be right here. He be right here drinking tuna. He drinking.
See, I told you he ain't gonna make no bet. Listen, I'm willing to make any bet. TD ain't gonna take no bet. He ain't gonna take no bet.
All right.
That's not the bet that's not. We don't gotta drink tuna fish. It could be any other bet.
You gotta drink tuna fish.
Propose the bet. Propose the bet then.
I got a bet for you. And ain't no money, no nothing. The loser, because I had a Dolphins fan actually lose a bet to me. This was the bet. The loser has to get on their hands and knees and bow down to the other one on the AFC East Roundtable. Right? That's a good bet. You got listen, y'all want to see everything about me, right? I'm so confident, right? I'm willing to get on my hands and knees and bow down to the Dolphins fan base. Bow down to Tua turn the ball over if y'all beat us this Sunday. But I'm so confident that it's not going to happen. You take that bet, TD? A humiliation bet? You ain't got to drink shit. All you got to do is humble yourself.
It's a done deal. That's going
to be you take the bet? Okay.
And it's on my channel next week.
And when you bow down, you got to bow down and say Mac Jones's name, not Wack Jones. Mac Corkle Jones.
You're bound down, and it's going to be in front of Dolphin Nation because the Dolphin Nation.
That's a bet. That's all. Say no more. It's a bet.
You the one going to be bowing down with Wack Jones, and you make sure that you don't ever speak to or turn the ball over out of your mouth ever again after this. It's over.
Okay.
It's over. Get your knee pads.
Like I said, I'm confident.
Get your knee pads. Go order them knee pads.
Your knee pads.
Oh, man. All right. Listen. Okay, obviously the entire tone of this live stream has been set. Okay, and I love it. It's always good. But it's time to talk about the Bills and the Steelers.
Trash.
Right? Okay, I knew that this would not be complete without, one of those statements coming in. But all right, so the initial question, I know that our last two contestants just went right into talking shit to each other. However, when it comes down into the Bills and the Steelers, if there's any concern for me right now, is probably having to be the fact that we are actually facing the real Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Throughout the past couple of two matchups, they had key players missing. And starting off from that perspective, Tomlin is an amazing defensive-minded coach. And now he has each and every single one of his pieces going into it. Very concerned about Devin Bush. He is essentially the shock collar for that entire defense. I know that there has been a lot of rumors that TJ Watt is sitting out due to a contract dispute, but due to the fact that he has been seen at practice, it looks like that he is going to be a full go. That defensive line, that front seven is absolutely insane. Josh Allen is definitely going to have to make a lot of very quick passes and really be able to take advantage of that. One of the beauties that I see about this is that I sincerely believe the Steelers and every single secondary and defense that we play this year is going to significantly struggle with the Buffalo Bills lining up 5 wide. We got a taste of it when we ended up playing the Green Bay Packers in the preseason of exactly what that looks like. 5 wide with Diggs, Beasley, Gabe Davis, Emmanuel Sanders, Isaiah McKenzie as well. There's at least going to be 1 or 2 guys completely open at all times. And say, for example, that the Steelers are dumb enough to go into man coverage, that's going to open up a lot of lanes for Josh Allen to win with his legs. What I really think needs to happen is that the Buffalo Bills legitimately just need to make sure that Minkah Fitzpatrick and Bush do not mess this game up for us. And our offensive line, it needs to be ready to fight. As Josh Allen said, this is going to be a boxing match. This is a hard team. I'm hoping that we get out of here not only with the dub, but at the same time, we get out of here completely fresh, 0 injuries. I'm not anticipating us to be able to run the ball very much. I'm not going to lie to you. I know that there were some splashes that we saw from Devin Singletary in, I would basically say, right during the preseason, but this is the regular season. I have a feeling the Buffalo Bills game plan is going to be focusing on their strengths, and their strengths at this point is going to be passing the ball and utilizing Josh Allen's legs moving forward. But the defense, I'm sincerely worried about. As far as the offense is concerned, I mean, everyone's hyping up Najee Harris. Everybody is hopping on the Najee Harris train. You're telling me that a running back is going to do good with the 31st overall ranked offensive line in the entire NFL? Get the fuck out of here. There's absolutely no way. That offensive line is absolutely terrible. The only reason the Steelers are feeling confident going into this is because our pass rush wasn't ideal last year. In fact, we ranked toward the bottom of the league at the end of the day. But what not a beautiful test for some of our new pieces that we got in our front 7 to test. This Steelers offensive line has 3 rookies. I have a feeling Najee Harris is completely about to be screwed. He's going to realize that his offensive line can't open up lanes to save their damn lives. And I have a feeling that Najee Harris is about to be very underwhelming. As far as the receivers are concerned, I mean, I definitely foresee Big Ben picking on Levi Wallace. He typically does. Most quarterbacks do. And I do see them actually being able to make a couple of plays in the air. But going back right to that offensive line as well, I think that the protection for Big Ben is going to be absolutely horrendous. And he better stick to the fact that he was the 2nd fastest quarterback to release the ball in the NFL again this year, because he's going to have even less time. He's going to have to make very quick options. At the end of the day, I just don't see the Steelers outscoring us. Their defense may be able to stop us a couple of times, but if they're just relying on their run game, they're screwed, because we're about to be passing all over this damn team on Sunday. I'm calling for a dub. But, okay. Of course, TD just throws in, and so the nice little laugh at the end of the day. Okay, so this is where I kind of want to go with this now. Now, when it comes down into it, I think I just kind of want to ask reasonable expectations, and then we'll throw in like a score prediction for the game. And then once we're all over, we're all going to go around the table and we're going to make guesses with what our teams are going to score with. So what our colleagues' teams are going to score. So starting off with Richie, first question, what's your reasonable expectations? If you were putting money on this game right now, what's the final score? Are the Jets coming home with the victory?
Putting money on it? Oh, God.
So it could be $5 or $1 million. Right?
No, I know. I mean, I'm realistic. The Jets are the underdogs in this game. The Panthers are favored for sure. The Panthers are the more talented team. They have a more experienced coach. But at the end of the day, I think it's all going to be about who wins at the line of scrimmage. I think it's all going to be about that. It's all going to be about how the hell is this Jets defense going to contain Christian McCaffrey? Because if we don't, game's over. He's going to run all over us. He's going to get those checkdowns, those screen passes. He's going to get that typical like 2 touchdown, 80 yards rushing, 80-yard receiving games. And we're just going to be like, oh, crap. Because what this Jets, the formula for success for this Jets team right now in terms of their scheme is defensively, they need to get to the quarterback and shut down the run game. But the most important thing on defense is getting to the quarterback and making sure he has 0 time to pass the ball. And then on the offense, we need to be able to establish a run game because that sets up the play action. That sets up the fluidity of this offense. the Jets offensive line. I have I have high expectations for this Jets offensive line. The Panthers defensive line is very good. The Panthers defensive front 7 is very good. So it's hard. I'm going to go into week 1 with an optimistic approach, and I'm saying the Jets win this game, a defensive-minded game, 17-14. Jets win.
All right. Beautiful. All right. So, I mean, now I'm about to open up a can of worms here. So, I mean, for the next 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear these two fight. TD. TD. My man. Expectations for the game. Expectations for the game. Final score. Want to hear it.
Ain't nothing to fight about. He's scared now. His heart beating. He nervous.
I'm scared.
He over there thinking right now, man, I can't believe I proposed that. Now I'm gonna have to get on my knees. Get them knee pads, bro. But listen, man. Expectations of the game. Defense is gonna show up. Tua's just gonna be better than Mac Jones. We'll beat the Patriots 27-17 if they're lucky. And at the end of the day, we're actually going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball. I know everybody keeps saying, oh, are we going to be able to stop the Patriots run? But we're going to run the ball. And we're going to run the ball down their throat out of the shotgun and out of the pistol. And it's going to be pretty easy work. And don't get Tua started. If Tua starts slinging that ball all across the field, we got the best weapons in the NFL, in my opinion. When you take the tight ends and the wide receivers and you combine them together, there ain't no better unit in the NFL with the combination of tight ends and receivers. And if you go look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Number 1 in the NFL, okay? And they're about to experience it. Tyson, don't be hitting me up in text like you tried to do last time, backing out of the deal, backing out of the wager.
I've never backed out of a deal.
Yeah, you did.
What deal are you talking about? We've never even bet.
You tried to, but it's all good.
What are you talking? I proposed a bet to you. You denied it.
No, we had
the Tua smoothie. You didn't want to do that.
We had a side bet, and you said, "Listen, bro, at this point in my life, I need to,
No, it's not. You lying now, dog. You lying.
Hey, man, listen.
You lying. That's why you laughing, bro. You making stuff up.
Oh, is this another one of those things? You just told me that, just like you did with Wack Jones in the draft. Yeah, you wanted Justin Fields. That's who you wanted. I remember now. You sat here on the stream and say you wanted Justin Fields.
I wanted people to think that.
Yeah. All right. Like I said, man. I said, everybody remember it, okay? Anyway, man, you go ahead and give me your little fake prediction and get it over with, man.
All right, Tyson, what you got, man?
Okay, so listen, TD, TD, you ain't got to be scared to get your ass beat on Sunday, and that's exactly what's going to happen. I looked at your roster. I'm supposed to be afraid of Van Ginkel and Landon Roberts as your linebacking core to guard Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, which, by the way, are both healthy. I'm supposed to be afraid of your defensive line when Damon Harris or Ramondre Stevenson gas that up. As far as your secondary goes, that's the strength of your defense. But what are you going to do when you can't stop the run and Mac Jones does play action? At the end of the day, this game is going to come down to the trenches. And y'all are terrible when it comes to the trenches. It's the reason why y'all can't win a playoff game, win a division. Y'all have one of the worst offensive lines in football. Y'all have an injury. You talking about injuries? We have no injuries. The only player we're missing on defense is Stephon Gilmore, and he'll be back in 6 weeks. But at the end of the day, why do we need Stephon Gilmore, right? Because Devontae, what's his name, was gashing Gilmore last season. So we don't need Stephon Gilmore. J.C. Jackson's going to lock it down. Jalen Mills, okay? So at the end of the day, as far as your offense goes, listen, Tua has the most pressure of any quarterback going into this week. Because how is it going to feel? How is he going to explain to Jalen Waddle after he picked Mac Jones as the best quarterback in Alabama, right? He picked Mac Jones over he picked Mac Jones over Tua, turn the ball over. How is he going to explain to Jalen Waddle on Sunday when he can't when he's overthrowing them? Like, at the end of the day, y'all have Mike Gesicki. Congratulations, y'all have one decent tight end. Y'all have no running backs. Myles Gaskin is a bum. Y'all have no running backs and no offensive line. And how are you going to protect Tua? Like, y'all go into every single season with no offensive line. Like, I don't understand how you think you're going to be good this season. Listen, my prediction for this game is the Patriots, I would say they score around 25, 27 points. I don't think they get to 30 because Mac Jones is a rookie. He is his first start, so I don't think they're going to be throwing the ball a lot. I think they're going to run the ball. But when play action comes, I think Mac Jones is going to get the ball where it needs to be because he's the most accurate passer in preseason history, and he was the most accurate passer in college. So I predict something around 27 to 6 for the Patriots.
Wow.
I don't think y'all score a touchdown.
Tua is about to light y'all up. 6 points, bro.
Tua's never lit a team up in his
a
life.
hater.
He never lit anybody up last season.
He about to light y'all up. Y'all up. And you know what? You're going to be on your knees praising him. You just get ready. I can't wait the next Wednesday. It's going to be a beautiful stream. Y'all make sure you bring your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see you smile.
Yeah, because we're going to see TD on his hands and knees.
Yeah, you make sure you smile.
All right, actually, I'm looking up the rankings of the Miami Dolphins offensive line. I want to see where they're at right now.
I saw a clip on Twitter.
Oh,
of
it's
Austin
bad.
Jackson getting
It's
exposed.
really bad.
Oh, they are the 29th ranked offensive line in the NFL. According to
Of course, they're gonna rank them 29th because they're young. But that's just like Dan Mitchell saying that Pittsburgh has a young line, but yet Ben Roethlisberger about to give y'all the business, and y'all about to take a L. First of all, Pittsburgh was a better team than y'all last year anyway. You lucky they had all those injuries. Lucky they had all those injuries.
So does that mean the Jets cornerbacks are going to be good because they're young?
It depends. Are they any good? Are they good prospects? Because you told
100%.
me 6
Bryce
round
Hall
picks.
is.
You told me 6 round picks though. We're talking about first rounders and second rounders on the Dolphins O line. So yeah, they young, but at the same token, they're giving them those grades because at the end of the day, this is a whole new line playing together for the first time.
I'm not sure, TD.
Isn't it like that every season?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday. Everybody gonna shut their mouth next week, all right?
Oh, next week.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
And it's gonna be on your channel, so you gotta bow down to me in front of your own
family. It's gonna be beautiful. Matter of fact,
it's gonna be the most embarrassing moment in your YouTube career, bro.
We're going to beat the Patriots, and then we're going to talk about Dan Mitchell and how y'all going to lose next week. It's that simple. But Pittsburgh going to destroy y'all, Dan. The book is out on Josh Allen. It's over. It's over for y'all.
All right. Well,
yeah.
But yes, Tyson, I do agree with you. That's probably going to be the second most embarrassing thing on TD's channel history next to him wearing a Bill shirt during the
I don't think nothing is more embarrassing than bowing down to a grown man. Mac Jones.
It ain't happening.
One of you will be doing
it. He will.
All right. So when it comes down to the Bills and the Steelers, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and just give a spoiler alert out right now. I do foresee the Buffalo Bills coming out on top at the end of the day. However, per usual, I do see it being a low-scoring game. Not sure whether or not that you guys like to gamble at all. I mean, say that it's legal in your state, of course. But, I mean, I'm probably going to take the under on this game right now, just due to the fact that I foresee this being a pretty defensive battle at the end of the day. But when it comes down to it, as I mentioned previously, that offensive line is going to be the main so the common denominator of why the Steelers are going to lose. I really think that Big Ben should have retired 2 years ago. I think he does not have it. He's not that same quarterback that bombs it down the field. He's that guy that just throws those quick 4 to 5 yard passes, very much like Tua. And from this point, he's not going to have a lot of time anymore because he has a brand new offensive line. There's going to be 3 new rookies from there at the end of the day. And I think that they're going to struggle. I think that they're going to try and rely on a rookie running back who is going up against Sean McDermott, who in my opinion is one of the better defensive-minded coach. One of the better defensive-minded coaches in the entire league. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of scheme sets that are going to really tie up a lot of the holes that Najee is going to be able to hit. I mean, me personally, I think Juju Smith-Schuster is one of the most overrated receivers in the entire league. I really don't see him being a factor, especially since I see Trey White being on his side. And then same with Chase Claypool. I think that Claypool is probably going to be lined up against Levi Wallace. If I had any guess of who's going to ball, it's going to be him or Deontay Johnson, one of the two. But at the end of the day, I have a feeling that the only way that they're going to be effective against the Buffalo Bills is to be able to run the ball. And like I said during my preview video, the Steelers better hope that every time they hand the ball off to Najee Harris, that he busts off a 40 to 50-yard run each and every single attempt. Because the Buffalo Bills are going to legitimately pile it on you and overwhelm you with our passing game. Your front seven is amazing, but your secondary cannot handle. Your secondary cannot handle 5 wide with the receiver talent that we have. We don't need tight ends, right? We don't need tight ends whatsoever. Our talent on the receiving room is just so ridiculous. Stephon Diggs is going to absolutely murder your cornerbacks. Same with Cole Beasley, same with Emmanuel Sanders. Be on the lookout for a route running clinic that is about to be happening in Buffalo. 9 times out of 10 as well, you're going into a stadium with Bills Mafia, who has not been at a stadium for an entire year. Do you have any idea how loud and how insane that stadium is about to be? It's about to be Seattle times 2. We're going to go in there hammered as hell. There's going to be a lot of shit talking. It's probably going to set off the Richter scale, to be honest with you. It is going to be a very, very, very hard environment for the Steelers to win, and Josh Allen is legitimately going to ball out. And Steelers fans, if any of you are watching this right now, don't be sad. Listen, this is just simply collateral damage for the first chapter of the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl run in 2021. So, there we go. That's my piece. Final score, going 28-17. Bills.
Delusion.
All day. Delusion. Okay, so looks like Tyson, his internet ended up getting
back on that Whack Jones plan.
on the Whack Jones plan.
That half G.
And so the Josh Allen plan, I mean, that's what I'm on. And obviously, my internet's pretty saucy, right?
No.
So, I mean, we'll definitely see what's going on. Okay, so while we wait for Tyson to get back in, now what I kind of want to do is shift gears a little bit. And I want to go around and I want to ask everybody else their score predictions for all 3 of our games. So, Richie, I would probably have to say the least biased person on this roundtable. He always has been. So, Richie, okay, starting off these 2 games, score predictions, who are you calling to win?
Yeah, so I made for those guys that do know, I have another YouTube channel called Touchdown Kingdom, all about the NFL, and I come out with my weekly predictions, and I give you guys my scores for each game. So if you are interested to check that video out, it's Touchdown Kingdom. I recorded it, and I gave you guys my picks on a score prediction for every single game, and I have the Bills winning. I can't remember the exact score on the top of my head, but, I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are definitely going to, be a team that's going to defensively make Josh Allen feel a little rattled. But at the end of the day, it's all about, if Josh Allen can live up to the moment and get that connection with Stephon Diggs and, get back to where they left off last season. And that was electric. And that's the biggest thing that I'm not excited, but interested to see with this Buffalo Bills team. As a Jets fan, obviously I hate the Buffalo Bills naturally. And Josh Allen, his first 2 seasons as an NFL quarterback, he was a little underwhelming. Nobody ever expected him to take that big leap in year 3. So the big question is, what is Josh Allen's encore from being playing like an elite caliber quarterback last year? Is he going to, have the same exact season? Is he going to have a very good season, but not as good? Or is he going to have an even better MVP-like season? That's what I'm really interested to see from the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen in particular. But I think you are discrediting the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line just a little bit, Dan. I don't think they are really good. I don't think they're like dominant offensive line, but I don't think last time I checked, and I could be wrong, but the Pittsburgh Steelers back like a couple seasons ago had one of the best offensive lines in football. So I don't know what happened since then. If my guess, I know that they're a run first team. I know that they're going to feed the ball to Najee Harris. And I feel like the Buffalo Bills defensive front is definitely going to have to really handle Najee Harris, because if you shut down him, then you're going to win the game. I think the only way the Buffalo Bills lose this game is if they do let Harris run all over them, because that's what's really going to set them up to fail. But I really think the Buffalo Bills are going to take advantage of this game at home, right, in Buffalo. And the place is going to be absolutely electric in Buffalo. So I have the Buffalo Bills winning this game. I would say a nice 24-17 victory And when it comes to the
it.
Miami Dolphins and New England Patriots, that's next. Woo-wee! This is going to be a game. I don't know how I'm going to be able to watch this game because I'm going to be at the Panthers-Jets game in Charlotte, but I'm definitely going to have to watch. That's at 4 o'clock.
4:25.
4:25. TD's getting anxious thinking about it.
We're a better team, bro.
Listen, man. This is going to be a toss-up because you got rookie quarterback Mac Jones going up against year 2 quarterback Tua, and you have Bill Belichick has something to prove, and you have Brian Flores coming off a 10-win season without making the playoffs. There's so many similarities with these teams. It's pretty interesting. Both coaches are from the Patriots tree, both quarterbacks from Bama. I really think Bill Belichick has a lot to prove this year because he took an approach this offseason that we're not used to at all. He went through the first time the Patriots missed the playoffs, and I don't even know how long last year. And he understood, okay, I don't have Tom Brady anymore. I can't just rely on him with his greatness anymore. I have to actually get players here. And they went out there and spent a lot of money. And they also have a lot of guys returning from the COVID, people that opted out last year on the defense. So I'm a little nervous about this Patriots defense in particular. Their offense, I'm not really too concerned about. I think that they're going to run the ball heavy. I think that the Patriots offensive line is one of the best in football, like top 10 for sure. And that's going to help out Mac Jones a ton. It's going to help out their run game a ton. If you can have a very good offensive line and a very good running game with a rookie quarterback, that's how you set them up to succeed. That's what I'm hopeful that can happen with the Jets this year with Zach Wilson establishing a run game to help him out. If you can really make sure you pound the rock, that's only going to help your rookie quarterback. And then when it comes to the Dolphins, Tua has a lot to prove. I saw that Tua TD was live today about Tua not being named the captain, asking his fans if that's a concern or not, if his own teammates did not vote him in as a captain. Obviously, being a captain it's not about how you play on the field whatsoever. It's about your leadership qualities, and the people in the locker room look at you and believe you are a leader of men. And I was honestly shocked to find out that Zach Wilson was named the captain, first Jets rookie quarterback ever to be named the captain. And that was not just because we don't have a lot of players like some people assume. That's because they saw this rookie and how they approached the game and his leader quality. So I was definitely shocked to hear that Tua was not named the captain. But then again, I'm not going to read too much into that because that's, at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. All that matters is what you can do on the field. So I'm going to take the Patriots in this game simply because I believe that the defensive game plan from Bill Belichick is going to make Tua's job a lot harder than you guys can expect. But I think it's going to go down to the wire. I think it's a toss-up. You can go either way with this. I can see the Dolphins winning as well. But if I had to guess it, I think it's going to be a Patriots win. Defensive game, 21-18.
21-18. And look who's back. Look who's back. Tyson is ready to go.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call for my job. My bad.
No, not a problem. Not a problem at all. We were just going around and we were giving our predictions of each other's games from there.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to go on ahead
you missed me talk about your Patriots, Tyson.
How they going to lose?
No, he did pick the Pats.
What do we? I already gave my predictions for the score. What are we doing? Predictions for what?
For the other game
and for each other's teams.
Okay. So the Bills are going to destroy Pittsburgh.
I love it.
That's not even going to be much of a game. Big Ben's old. He's washed up at this point. I don't understand why Tomlin just doesn't draft a quarterback as a successor. He's still living off of Bill Cowher's success. He can't win with his own players. As the Jets I think are going to beat Carolina. I think Sam Darnold playing against his old team. I think he's going to Sam Darnold is not that dude, man. I think Zach Wilson, from what I've seen, obviously I call him alt-right Jimmy Clausen, but I like what I've seen from Zach Wilson in the preseason. I really did. The kid has, like, his ceiling is super high. The thing about Zach Wilson, I don't think he can ever be just a mediocre quarterback. Either he's going to be really, really good or really, really bad. But I think this is going to be his coming out party. I do know one thing. He will not do what Sam Darnold did, because I remember Sam Darnold had his Monday night game in his debut and he threw a pick six. Am I right?
Ooh, first pass attempt.
That's first pass attempt. So I don't think he'll do that. But
first play.
Mac Jones.
I think Zach Wilson he's going to be good for this week, not next week, but this week. Sam Darnold's going to see ghosts. He's not ready for that. I know the Jets are kind of like they're really young on defense, but I think their coach Salah, who I really respect a lot for his defensive mind and what he did last season as a coordinator. I think their defense is gonna kill Sam Darnold this week. I really do. So I got the Jets winning, and I got the Steelers just getting just ran out of Buffalo. And this is the first time Buffalo will have fans, like a full capacity stadium, and I think that's going to make a huge difference too. So yeah.
See, Tyson, you weren't here. I was talking to you about the Patriots, and we're like-minded right now. You picking the Jets, I'm picking the Pats. Look at that. Richie and Master at work on the same page.
Love it. So that's a great
though.
transition. So that's a great transition into my picks, because I actually have the opposite for both, unfortunately. Don't hate me, guys. This is oh no, well, I'm going first because we all know, spoiler alert, with TD, he's going to start saying that the Bills are about to get blown out 107-0. So I mean, I might as well give some realistic takes here before we go here. 108-0. Okay. Trash. Josh Allen trash, dude.
Super trash.
These games. All right, Richie, don't hate me, but for the first game, the Panthers
I watched
and
your
the
pick
Jets,
video, Dan. I watched your pick video. Get it out.
You did. Now, listen, I do agree with you. I love your pass rush. I think you have a tremendous defensive line. It sucks about Dunlap, though. Carl Lawson. Damn. I said that in my video, didn't I?
I know you did.
Just looked like a total idiot. Carl Lawson, out. Terrible. But I still like the youth that you have on that defensive line, the continuity. They're very talented players, and I think that they are going to cause Sam Darnold some issues. However, I do think that there's going to be an aspect of the game where Sam Darnold practiced against these guys for the past 3 years, where he has some type of familiarity. And now he's also going into a system where I think offensively he's granted a bit more of, I would say, some sexy weapons. When it comes down to Christian McCaffrey, obviously, when it comes to Robbie Anderson, even though that I know Robbie Anderson probably was the last person that was excited for Sam Darnold going into Carolina. And then DJ Moore, who I'm starting on my fantasy team. So I have an invested interest that DJ Moore does very well against your team. Now, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close, but I do see the Panthers coming out on top, just because I feel like when it comes down to their offense, as long as Sam Darnold can get the ball out quick with that familiarity from the defensive line for the most part, I think that he's going to have a pretty good game. I've always rooted for Sam Darnold, and now that he's outside of the conference and in a different division, I find it a lot easier for me to be able to root for them. Now, I can't believe I'm about to say this. And so final score for this: Panthers, Jets, low scoring, 21-14. I would say 21-14 Panthers over the Jets. Dolphins and the Pats. Okay. Now, I do see when it comes down to it, I think this is going to be very close as well. However, I think the fact that Mac Jones is a rookie going up against a secondary like that, his very, very first game in the NFL, not preseason, is going to be relatively difficult for him. I love the New England Patriots defense. I think that they're going to make Tua look like shit, and I'm going to be very happy about it. But at the end of the day, I think when it comes down to it, the Dolphins are about to beat the Pats exclusively because of Mac Jones's inexperience of going up against a secondary like that. There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that are just getting absolute gifts when it comes down to it. Like Trevor Lawrence is going up against the Houston Texans secondary and their defense. I mean, that's just a gimme. That's a great transition. I think that Mac Jones is going to struggle a bit, but don't get me wrong. I still see the Pats end up making the playoffs this year, hitting that wild card position. I think that Mac's going to turn it on, but I think it's going to be a sort of welcome to the NFL type moment going into it from there. So I do have the Miami Dolphins winning, and that's going to be great because then TD's going to come onto his channel next week. He's going to be all confident, all great, and then his tears during week 3 are going to be that much sweeter. So
nice.
That's how I'm looking at it. So transitioning from that, TD, what you got for him, man?
All y'all teams trash.
Let's start. See?
Let's start there. But listen, Buffalo Bills versus Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's hear it, dude.
I got Josh Allen scoring 3 touchdowns. And I also have y'all kicking 1 field goal, and y'all gonna put up 24 points. But I have Pittsburgh scoring 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals. And the score will be 27-24. Ben Roethlisberger is going to throw 2 touchdowns, and they're going to run another one in, and they're going to kick 2 field goals in the game, and they're going to beat y'all because everybody has the playbook on Josh Allen now. AFC Championship game, trash. Just trash. Anyway, everybody already know what they need to do against that bum, and his whole stardom starts to come down. It starts to come back down to earth, and he starts looking more like Derek Carr. Good, but all right. So Pittsburgh 27-24, 0-1 to start the season for you, Dan. Y'all already know Master at Works loses, and the Dolphins going to be number 1 in the AFC East. Why? Because the Jets and Carolina game. Richie,
what's up, bro?
Y'all actually going to put up 20 points in this game. Y'all are actually going to
all
put
I want
up
is
20
competent
points.
offense. That's all I want.
But Carolina going to put up 24. All right, so 24-20 in a tight game.
So we missed a PAT. So 3 touchdowns, we missed a PAT.
No, I have y'all scoring 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
Two field goals? Okay.
Yeah, so y'all going to put up 20. They're going to put up 24. And we're going to be back on my channel next week, and all 3 of y'all going to be 0-1, and I'm going to be 1-0. And we're going to lead the division like it should be and keep that going like it should be, okay? Let's make sure we get that straight, fellas. And Master at Works, you're going to top it off with the cherry on top, on your knees, bowing down, praising to a tongue of our Lord about how great he is. It's that simple, all right? So y'all heard it here first on Dan Mitchell's channel. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's how it's going to go down this weekend. And next Wednesday is going to be a party on TD Fans Talk.
You damn right.
Drop some mic.
Yo, I have a quick question whenever you get a chance for Dan and TD, because I didn't get to see you guys on the stream since it happened, about Shaq Lawson.
Oh.
Because as you guys know, Carl Lawson went down with an injury. We also had Vinny Curry as an edge rusher, and he was out for the season, so the Jets had to make a move. So we traded a 6th-round pick for Shaq Lawson, former Buffalo Bill and former Miami Dolphin. And this 6th-round pick we essentially traded, we got from trading away a terrible player. I don't even know how Joe Douglas ended up happening. So we basically got him for nothing. So I'm curious what your guys' thoughts of Shaq Lawson, what I can expect as a Jets fan.
Starting off from me, I think that he's a good Band-Aid for the recent departure of Dunlap. I think
Dunlap
that he's
is
going
not in the Jets.
Yeah.
Dunlap is not in the Jets.
And what's the guy's name again? I keep forgetting.
Carl Lawson.
I just keep fucking it up. Lawson. Okay. I do think that this is a good Band-Aid for that injury that you guys had to suffer. He did well with the Bills. I wouldn't say that it was anything that was absolutely crazy. He played his best year when he was on a contract year. And then the Dolphins ended up paying him a bunch of money the following year. And I think TD can probably go into it and give a bit more light on his performance over there. I mean, a decent amount of money, more money than we were going to pay him. But right at the end of the day, I think that it's going to be a solid Band-Aid for it. I think that he does have the opportunity of being able to flourish in a system like Salah's. And I wouldn't say that he's going to be a Pro Bowler, but I can see him being pretty effective. And the fact that he's also going to be paired up with the rest of your defensive line, I think that that's only going to make him better as well.
Yeah, and he's going to
especially
be a
your defensive
rotational
tackles
piece as well. Like he's not going to be our starting edge rusher out there. He's going to be rotating in and out.
He did fantastic with Jordan Phillips on the defensive tackle side and Starlutalele. That is when he's most effective, when you have a strong defensive tackle core, and the Jets do.
Yes,
so I do think that he's going to do very well.
Awesome. Thanks for your thoughts.
TD.
Oh, Shaq Lawson.
What's
trash?
Your trash?
No, he's not trash. Super trash. Listen, man, a guy that's gonna come in and do his job. It ain't gonna be nothing special, but it also ain't gonna be no, like a pushover. Okay, he gonna make a few plays here and there, nothing to call home and feel great about. But with where your team is right now, he's the perfect guy for you guys. You know, he's
Cool.
gonna do a few things. It was real hard to judge how he was in Miami. Obviously, he wasn't worth the money that we gave him because the way that we dialed up blitzes and ran a lot of zero blitzes and stuff like that, it allowed a lot of guys a lot of one-on-ones, and he still didn't show up like we would have liked him to. So, you know, it is what it is. So
Interesting. Thank you.
Go. Well, hey, everybody. I think it's about that time to wrap up. We are approaching the hour, but as always, I just want to go around the table so everyone can let you know what is going on with their channel leading up to week 1. Starting off with Richie, what's going on? What should we expect content-wise from you?
Yeah, man, I've been going live pretty much daily with daily content as well. I'm going to come out with a Madden video. I'm going to actually collab with your boy Dan tomorrow, Pantherology, to get an inside look there. I'm going to be at the game in Charlotte. I'm flying in there Saturday morning. I'm going to be there with my dad. I'm going to try to, vlog it, try to make a lot of content. So if you guys are interested to see my vlog, that's going to be out probably later Sunday in the nighttime or Monday morning, one of those two. And yeah, you guys know where to find me. I'm not going to be live during the game. I'm actually not going to be live during the game week 1 or week 2 because I'll be in attendance for both of those games. So you guys know where to find me. Also, it would mean a lot to me if you guys can go check out Touchdown Kingdom, my other NFL YouTube channel, trying to really grow that over there. And any NFL fan is welcome no matter what. So appreciate it. And I'm excited for football, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. TD, what you got content-wise coming up this week?
I'll be doing the Thursday night game tomorrow night. So if you want to hang out, season opener, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Dallas Cowboys, I'll be giving a live play-by-play. Come hang out with us. Also got the morning show. You know, the season is back. The first episode of the morning show starts tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Monday through Friday for the whole season. And when the season's over, we go on vacation to the next season. So check that out. Saturday night, we also have a stream. But the most important thing, listen, if y'all ain't got nothing to do at 4:25 on Sunday, come through and watch us destroy the New England Patriots. And on Monday night, Monday night, we will be holding a therapy session for all Patriots fans. If you need therapy, come through to the channel on Monday night. We're going to provide free therapy and food for the kids, okay? Come through.
Well, you better send me that StreamYard link as well.
For what?
During that game.
For what? The Patriots game?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, you mind your business, Dan. You worry about
mind your business. I'm not invited. I'm not invited on the stream.
You're going to bring bad luck.
I'm going to bring bad luck if I come into it? Okay, fair
Just
enough,
like that Buffalo shirt I had to wear.
Oh, man. Tyson, what's going on content-wise? Everyone's been asking about meme time, so I'm assuming that's Monday, but let's hear it.
Okay, so NFL Meme Time is going to return. I know everyone's been asking me about that. Yes, I am bringing NFL Meme Time back this season every week. Like I said, I'm going to drop another Dolphins video, specifically just on their fans. Dante Culinari, Douglas So Wrong, TD, Finsanity, all y'all been talking a lot of shit. I've been doing a lot of editing in my free time, and y'all gonna get it, man. I'm gonna make your entire fan base look like a bunch of fools, like I did week 1 after last season. Y'all don't know what I got planned, but it's gonna be funny as hell. I'm gonna spread it all around. It's gonna spread like a wildfire all around your fan base. I understand I'm the most hated in the Dolphins fan base for a reason, because like I said, you are the most hated team besides the Chiefs that I have. Most hated team I've ever had, just because of how delusional your fan base is. But like I said, just on my channel, it's going to be just a lot of Dolphins memes and humor. Like I said, don't take it personally. It's just banter. That's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I see TD next Wednesday when he's bowing down to the next great quarterback, Mac 10, Machiavelli, Mac Jones, a.k.a. McCorkle.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, everybody. On my channel, I am having a Madden simulation. I'm hoping to drop that tomorrow just to sort of give an idea what Madden thinks is going to happen against the Bills and the Steelers. And I'm also going to be doing a fan v fan series. I'm bringing 2 Steelers fans on Saturday night. And I'm going to be having another Buffalo Bills friend with me as well, having a nice little healthy debate for about an hour. That's a live show, so definitely tune into that. And as always, I'm going to be live streaming my game time reaction against Bills and Steelers from the local Bills bar. So you are not going to want to miss that. Dolphins fans, I know that you enjoy coming on and talking shit to me when things go wrong. So might as well turn your post notifications on, because I'll be live and I'll be slamming some Labattis right until the Buffalo Bills
We'll
win
be
it all.
there.
Oh,
We'll be
yeah,
there.
I know. With TD,
Hey, what time is the game? What
1
time?
o'clock. 1.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
We will be there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. Next week is going to be on TD's channel. And I wish luck to all of your teams this week, especially since you're not playing mine. And we'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
Dolphins are number 1.